right, family, it's about that time where we take the show. I'm on the East Coast, well, kind of Midwest, but we got to go to the West Coast to check in with my brother. When I was syndicated, we used to do this every week on Friday. Now we're doing it on Motivational Monday. We got to do the chop up with my brother, Steve and Parker. What's up,
yeah. What's up with you, man?
You look a little older. Is it something happened? You just celebrated your birthday over the weekend.
Right, but you got more gray hairs than me, Mark. Come on, man. Don't do that.
Bruh,
Don't do that.
It's serious. Look here. And I'm the younger of the two. That's even funnier.
Right. Ain't that something? I celebrated my birthday, man. We had a great time, man. And Kenny Lattimore.
Come on, man. You be pulling in the big dogs, man.
Yeah, but Kenny, man, was always one of those guys, man, that was real cool and just laid back, man. He don't just got a good voice, he got a good spirit and a good personality. So he came on and sung happy birthday to me. It's all good, man. I enjoyed myself.
That's what's up. I understand people was upset with me because I was lip syncing. They was like, that ain't no karaoke.
It's like, dude, why are you singing, lip syncing to the? Come on, bro, don't do that. Don't come on my shit on lip sync. Yeah, and you can sing too, Mark.
No, I can't.
No, you're right. You can't. You're right. I lied.
So how you been holding up over there? I've been checking on y'all on the West Coast, man. Y'all had it for real. Like he's in the Bay Area, the Yay. It's serious. Did the National Guard ever get called in? Like what happened?
Well, not here. They didn't get called in, man. We doing like everybody else, man. We trying to just, shelter in place, batten down the hatches, man, and just kind of feel this whole thing, Mar, is so different and unusual, man. And this is all what I want to say to everybody who I always talk to. Find that peace within yourself, because this is a new normal, but don't let it run you into the ground or stress you out, get anxiety behind this. Trust your faith and trust, that God has this in control. Love on your family, man. Just make sure that they're okay. Give them that confidence, that everything's going to be all right. So that's what I say. Just give everybody that, that conference. Really?
Look, hey, everything is open season. It's quarantine, so everybody's in the same space. It's no professionalism. Look, my kids be running through and doing stuff.
Sit down. What are you doing?
Do a show right now.
I'm on the radio. Jeez.
Oh man,
that's how it is, though, Mar. I'm telling you, everybody. Who is dealing with what we're dealing with.
Yep.
If you have kids, you have a wife, you have a relationship.
Yep.
It is going to test it and let you know how you are with those people who are around you, man. So yeah, it's a wonderful time, man.
It was an adjustment here because I'm always on the go, and my family is always here. We homeschool our kids.
Yes.
And so they're used to it. Then they have a routine, and so I come in like, hey, I'm working down here. And they're like, it's lunchtime. What you mean? This is my office.
We have recess, man. What you talking about?
So it was an adjustment period. I'm intruding on all their stuff, so they had to get used to dad being home. And
yes, sir.
It was a lot going on. So
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, shh, I'm doing an interview.
Kenny Lattimore, shut up. And Kenny just be cracking up because he got the same situation over there.
Exactly.
Yes,
So it's been good stuff. Now, how have you guys been worshiping through this whole time? How has that been going?
Well, I go to about, I'd say at least 15 churches every Sunday, virtually. Oh, I be church. Wait, I stop by TD first. I'm going to stop by TD, and get my real word, TD Jakes.
Right.
And then I just go around some of the, we got some great pastors in the Bay Area and across this country,
Indeed.
And, that's who, we are hoping to hear, our marching orders from. But like I said, you have to really, really, be connected to not just, the spiritual part of it, but the scientific part of it, and all the other aspects of what we're dealing with in this coronavirus, COVID-19, man. So, just be smart, and cover yourselves, and your family, and go from there, man.
Indeed. You sent me the press release from Bishop Blake, Church of God in Christ, Incorporated worldwide. And when you first sent it, I thought it was going to be, hey, look here, we are protesting, we're going to file lawsuits, all of that.
Right.
But it wasn't.
Right.
He was like, look here, we are not going to be the first ones to go until we are released to have service. What do you think about that? I was surprised by that.
And I appreciate it, number one, because, again, like I said, we're listening to the doctors and the scientists and those, who have studied, this whole thing, number one. And so let's listen to them. And I think more than that, Marlon, it would be an indictment if we opened up our churches, everybody start going to church and worshiping, and then people begin to start getting sick. And then it will just, what do we do then? Okay, I don't even want to go to church because somebody got sick at your church. And then who did they affect? And then you got the tracing. How many people that they were around during the time that they were at your service? So, it's so much, that you have to try to digest when it comes to this. And, when the leader, Bishop Charles Blake, of the Church of God in Christ says, we are staying home, I think that speaks to, just the fact that he's the man of God and he's going to listen to, what, the government and the scientists say. So, I'll follow their lead. And, like I said, I can go to 31 churches, while I'm laying in my bed. I ain't gotta put no mask on. I ain't gotta give no offering. I mean, I think he's sending my. Wait, Martin, they got Cash App now. You can Cash App the church.
Cash App. There you go. Drop your offering in the Cash App. Keep it moving.
And keep it moving, man. So, I just hope this, man, that while we're down, and I can't wait till I'm like that horse in the gate, man, at the Kentucky Derby, just moving around. Can't wait till they open the gate, Mar. Because, I'm a creative and I always, just have something, going on just like you, in my heart and in my mind that God has downloaded to us, man. So, I'm just sitting here, man. I want to be healthy. But when they open that gate, I am gone.
Ready to go.
I'm off to the man. I'm gone, Mar. Yes, sir. And so all of you out there who are creatives, y'all just bide your time, pray, find your place, where you are, write, and just keep growing while you are where you are. And I promise you, when it's time, God will release you to do what you got to do.
Yes, sir. I asked this question earlier on social media. What have you learned in the quarantine? Like what, things are you taking away, from this whole process?
That I got an anxiety, I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm looking around. What do I do? And see, here's the other thing, I don't want to get caught up on my habits, unless they're good habits and even the bad habits, I want to make sure that I deal with those, eating too much and sleeping too much and, not doing what I'm supposed to do, so I'm just trying to figure out, who I am during this time. And it's such a critical time for this country and this world. We don't know what we're going to go back to, we don't, or if we're going to go back, maybe it'll never be, what it was, so I'm just loving on my folks, man, like you, man. Me and you stay in contact. We stay, encouraging each other, and you guys stay encouraging your folks, and give them, like I said, that reassurance that everything's going to be okay.
Indeed. And you've been working through this whole season, man. I'm trying to tell you, Stephen Parker has been interviewing any and everybody. And I talked about this on your live for your birthday. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, sir.
The work you're doing, KBLX out there in the Bay Area. How has that been? Because we've talked off air about that, not being on the radio right now during this time because, you guys are social distancing, even with the employees and things like that and microphone, And so it's a community situation. So how have you been handling that?
Well, me and Kenny talked about this because Kenny Lattimore is always used to being on the stage singing to an audience.
Right.
And what I said to him was, and I'm on 2 stations down here, God thank you, in the Bay Area, two major radio stations, if I can say.
Yes, sir.
And so they all told us, y'all stay home. We're not going to have you on the air until we clean, figure this whole thing out. So I'm not on radio anymore. And I said to Kenny, what do you say to people where they may identify themselves, with being a radio jock or a singer in a big old concert, but you can't do that right now. If you identify with that and it's so deep, with you might go into depression and because the roar of the crowd. Most football or sports players who retire, they miss the roar and the cheer of the crowd.
Yeah.
And if that's what you identify with, then you have to find a peace within yourself that when that's all said and done, and it's gone, then you have to be okay, with yourself. And so, that's all I'm trying to figure out, Mar. It's like, I told somebody the other day, if they tell me, when all this is gone, hey, you can't be on the radio no more, am I going to be okay? And I'll be okay because, God has planted seeds in us that will continue to allow us to grow. So
indeed, we'll figure something else out. We'll be doing something somewhere.
Yeah. So
Interviewing
I'm gonna get a bullhorn at the gas station. It's the Steve Parker Radio Show. Come on, while you're pumping your gas.
So it will be some form of communication, some kind of way. So that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. But
we're called, man. We're called.
Go ahead. Yeah.
We're called and we're chosen. And so, I already know, even if it comes to me serving, going outside and giving people, something they don't have, some food or, something to help them get by. I'd rather do that and be significant than to do anything else. So, yeah, we'll be all right.
Indeed. And I forgot, see, normally when you're on a radio station in a market, you can't be on another radio station. That's normally like a conflict of interest, but you're on KDYA as well. Shout out to them. That's the station that, I was fortunate to be on, man, when I was on out there in the Bay Area. That's how we got connected. So you're on KDYA doing your Stephen Parker radio show, and then you on KBLX doing your thing, man.
Well, and let me tell that story real quick. Let me tell that story. You were in the 11 to 3 spot. You had the meat of the whole station, Brother Marlon and the Brother Marlon show. I think it was what's her name?
Noon to 4.
Morgan Dukes. You had noon to 4. Yeah. Morgan Dukes was on in the morning,
right?
And somebody else was on
Jackie
Campbell. And and I would hear you every day, man. And you just had this wonderfully soothing voice, man. That ministered to us over here on the West Coast, man. And I said, let me call this guy because he just seems like a cool dude. I left you a message, dude. You call me back and we got to talking, bro. And we have been friends ever since. You've always given me anything that I needed to grow, man. And, I see pastor's spirit in your heart, man. And I appreciate you helping me, man, from John.
All right, so that's going in this segment of the show. We thank you, Stephen, for coming on. Appreciate you. God bless you, brother.
Thank you, Pastor. I appreciate you, sir.
I'm not trying to hear that.
I know, but it is what it is, man. Here, honest too, man. And people told me we were on the other day. Remember when you came on? People were in the comments saying, "Man, we miss you over here." Those people who listen to KUYA down here, man.
I miss you guys.
And I know you miss us too, man. But you did what you were supposed to do, and like I said, there's so much more for you. There's so much more for you.
Yes, sir. So. And I forgot what I was about to say. I was, all my segues have been good until just then. we get north of 40. Some of us a little higher above 40 than the others, but
no, it was the low. We were going to talk about the young guy, man. I saw.
I had that. I knew that, but it was something else that I was going to go into, but I can't remember what it was. So, let's just go to the young man. So, we both saw this young man that was being homeschooled, and he's supposed to be doing his work. And we all grew up playing in church, playing church and stuff like that. But check this out.
We'll see what happens. Let's see, I'm on lesson 105, and it's playing, and it's playing, and it's playing, and it's playing.
So what God telling you to do your work?
and it's playing. No, he's still telling me to take a break. You see how he paused it?
No, you paused it.
I didn't pause.
You paused it. You better do your schoolwork.
I didn't pause it. Oh, no, he just paused it. He just paused it. He just paused it. He just paused it.
I need you to stop putting stuff on God. God didn't pause it.
Yeah,
Get over there and do your work.
Mama.
Ramon.
No, I don't want to do the work.
You better do that doggone work.
You know, I don't want to do the work because God is doing the work in me. How am I supposed to be doing work when He's working in me? I need to rest so He has a stable foundation to upgrade on. How, when I'm moving, how am I going to get upgrades? When a car is getting upgraded, it's in a garage and it's standing still. When a superhero is being upgraded, it's in a garage and it's standing still.
Tell them about that oil.
Still. The oil, the oil, the oil, the oil.
Man, that's hilarious.
Wow.
Do you think?
Wow.
Do you think he got a whooping?
No, I think his mother know he's anointed.
Yeah.
And that one day he gonna be in somebody's pulpit preaching. And even in, he was grabbing things out of what he was doing. He was studying online.
He was good
on the computer. He was grabbing things from what he was doing, and it was entertaining. But I heard something more in it, Marla. Didn't you? It was something more when I heard the young man, doing his thing. Of course, he had a great voice, and he was able to. But just how he talked about, what God was doing. He said it's time to rest right now. The computer ain't working, so it's time to rest. And I love that kind of stuff. I'm straight, I'm straight Baptist. So, and Baptist folk can take anything. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Remember, Broderick Rice used to do Marvin Winans doing the ABCs. A, B, C, D.
A, B, C, D. Yeah. So
good stuff.
Yeah, he just had a wonderful personality, and I'm sure that's going to go viral. And I love the fact that he was studying and learning, while he was doing it, man. It was nice. I enjoyed it.
Yes, sir. Well, good to chop it up with you, man. We'll do this again sometime real soon. I appreciate you, my brother. Tell everybody how they can connect with you. Stephen Parker Radio Show, what you going to be doing, who you got coming up next on the interviews.
Oh, who I got, man? I got a bunch of people coming up, man. I got Bishop Bob Jackson, who has one of the biggest churches here in Oakland, California. He's decided to open his church next week.
That's going to be an interesting conversation because he's Church of God in Christ.
He is Church of God in Christ. Not only that, he is the father of many. He has helped so many people, housing, feeding, in the Oakland, California area. He is a good friend of mine. And so we have to talk about him opening his church because, there's still a concern. And so we'll do that this Friday at 12 noon. You guys can friend me on Facebook, Stephen Parker. You see this wonderful mug here, and you guys just friend me, and I'd love to be your friend and check out the conversation and be involved in it. Everybody has so many different, opinions about it. So we'll see how it works out.
Good, man. And we'll be looking for that. You actually took me to his church when we were out there Super Bowl weekend. You took me to the church, and so we got a chance to worship and meet him. And great man of God.
Yes, sir.
I'll be tuned in to check that out.
Yep, you came down here. You preached too. Ooh, you preached at New Hope Church. Preached a house down.
How Bishop Till doing?
Till good, man. Till out here doing his thing, man. He's good, man. He asks about you all the time.
Good. Tell him we said, hey, man, send our love.
I'll do it, man.
Okay. God bless you, man. We'll talk soon.
Yes, sir. Love you, man.
Love you too, boy.